What's up, players? Alright, market update real quick. I'm gonna do another one later on. I'm gonna start with SPX. So yesterday I was paying attention to SPX. I dissected into different areas. That way, once a certain area is broken, I know it's gonna head on to the next one. Also, depending, yesterday I said that there was no data, or there was data, but there was no data that investors or traders will actually look out, we're looking forward to. For example, if tomorrow we would have had some data being released at 7:30, then it makes sense for the market to come down here, create support here, and then struggle to get back on. But since it wasn't, this was an important area right here. Put the weekly. Why? Because that's a weekly. That's a weekly line, meaning a week ended up closing there. See right here, this is the current week where we are right now. So passing that area, I know it's gonna be hard. Also, it's gonna be important. Breaking on down makes sense. Why the market will break down, will keep going down throughout the whole night. These, since they're fucking so, no, not this one. These, since it's so dark, put them like that. That way, somehow I can still. So, anyways, let's see. See if that helps. And this is where we close today. Yeah. And this is gonna be an hour later on. So something I want you guys to pay attention to, how this is in a way still bullish. It's still bullish to me because even though it came down, unlike NASDAQ, it started, it pushed on up and then it dropped. Whereas the NASDAQ was dropping. So look. So as the SPX, cut this shit to the front, my bad. Anyway, so as SPX was climbing on up, NASDAQ started actually going down here, which that was a fucking red flag. As soon as I saw it, I was like, either this is gonna be a fake out, and instead of breaking through this important area that it needs to break out, it's gonna like actually watching it and do this right here. This would have been your first indicator that we're gonna start dropping throughout the night. Besides me saying that we're most likely gonna start going on down because we have no data. What I was saying earlier is, since investors don't have no data to go off of, it's like a whatever. It's like a meh. On top of that, you also got we also had news about that the Fed might cut interest rates in September, whatever the fuck they're gonna show up again. So that's scared the investors because Once they do that, then pretty much they're gonna make money somewhere else instead of with all these, because we're pretty much the market was supposedly the market was running off on AI. So all these, think about it, pretty much the top seven stocks, um, they were AI stocks, or they were using AI, whether it be Nvidia, whether it be Tesla, whether it be Facebook, whether it be Google, whether it be Facebook, no, I have Instagram, but doesn't matter as long as, yeah. So as long as they were popping, doing their own thing, the market was rising. On top of that, with the good data, but now since they had good data, and now like the market is gonna do some cuttings with the market or the banks or whatnot, interest rates, then that means that these major stocks aren't gonna really be on pumping. But we still got Netflix coming out tomorrow, so that could be, we got data, and at the end of the day we got Netflix. So if we hold throughout the day inside this box right here, and we got Tesla, then it's gonna bring us. I mean, and we got Netflix earnings, and they're good. They're most likely gonna bring us up, bring us back up. That's if we maintain inside this box for SPX. Because notice, so this is an important area to hold. All right, this is an important area to hold, especially inside this box right here. Let's go weekly, and we still up a lot by a lot. So as long as we stay in this zone right here, we're still good. The moment we break this, then we're gonna test these trend lines. Then here's your main trend line. This trend line has been going on since October. Trend line has been going on to October. Jumped, came down, touched it, jump, and then it's looking weak right now. So that's what I'm saying. This could be your opportunity for a dump. At the dump, you see how flat these are. So this is what you want. This is what you want. These other days, it was very volatile. It was really, like I said, when I was watching it, I was like, no, there's something wrong with this. SPX is going up slowly as the NASDAQ is going down. So it's most likely going to be a fake out for the SPX, and it's going to start going down. And once it starts actually going down, then that's going to give the NASDAQ more power, and the downfall that it was having is going to be harder now, because now you actually have SPX going along with you. And at the same time, this indicator here is telling me, it pretty much works as this indicator here, this green candle. Pretty much telling you, hey, as long as we're above this blue sheet right here, we're good. We're bouncing on top of it. Right now, we smashed through it, and we're now going to try and go above this area right here. That's why I was hoping today, I was like, look, if it is a fake out, we're going to hold that daily box, and we're going to try to go up in the evening. And that's what it did. You see us creating support area here because, again, first of all, we got data tomorrow. Let's see, we got data tomorrow at unemployment claim at 5:30 and Philip Fed manufacturing 5:30. That's good. So that's gonna let you know how the market feels at 6:30. We want to hold. First of all, we want to close here. Pretty much, we want to stay here at 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock. It's gonna close here at 6, just based off how it's holding and everything. Then when it comes to 9, it's gonna be tricky. It's either gonna because this is your main area that wants to pass right here. Notice how it came down and then stopping right here. So it's most likely gonna try and hold this area, break this area right here. So 6, and then again have more time, another 4 hours. Try again. We might get fucking wick right here, and then start going on down. If we're down here by 5:30, 5:45, we're most likely gonna break this and close on down somewhere here. So yeah, if we come down here to 5:30, then we're gonna break at 6, close here, and then have a hard time going back up again inside. So you want to close here at 6 in this upper area. So then that way, So here we have where we stopped. You see how even the indicator is telling you that's your key area to pay attention to for a sell or buy. See, so it goes with this too. If by 5:30 we start dropping on down, go in this area right here, we're gonna fall, close on here, have a hard time then going back up, struggle in this area, and then we're gonna start falling, and that's gonna continue with the NASDAQ fall too later on if we end up doing that move. But since we have data tomorrow, I believe that we're gonna try our best to maintain this area right here. That way the market can still continue with that, because right now it's like, is this it? Is this the end of the market? Are we gonna start now retracing on down? So that's how the market is feeling right now. That's what the market is screaming, saying. That's what everybody's saying. So that's what I'm saying. Pay attention because we got data, we got Netflix. So investors are looking forward to that, looking that it's gonna be good. So that's why I believe they're gonna try to maintain it in this area up here the whole night. Now let's go to NASDAQ. Another thing that I noticed with the NASDAQ, there was a trend line that I found yesterday, but I didn't want to make this video fucking long, so I didn't put it. Or I saw it at the end, I just ignored it. What's that? 23rd. Alright, so look. This trend line has been going on since April. Jumped, tested it, and now we're right there too. So we are, because at the same time this is too much right here. Like if the market should have held right here, bullshit, to go up again. So in a way, this is telling me that we're gonna keep on dumping more, especially how the NASDAQ is holding that area right there. I mean, the SPX is holding that box that I told you inside that box. So we really wanted to hold inside the box. If we close there, but then by 7:30 or so we start going on down to the bottom of the box, then you're gonna start seeing the NASDAQ continue with this fall, especially because it broke through the support area. You want to close inside here. So there was a strong resistance area, this box. The fact that it just smashed through it, that's what indicates to me that it's going to do some sort of trap then. Or some sort of bullshit and then start going down later on. But it still gives me hope because we're still on, how do you say it? We're still above this area right here. So this and if it would have fallen down, this should be your stop right here. If we actually close below this box, then that's all indicating, you know, like either it's going down to test a trend line, or if it doesn't respect this trend line, it means that we're gonna start retracing down a little bit, but then wait up for maybe a fake out and go back up again. So just because the market is dumping right now doesn't mean that, you know, we're in the start of a bear market, or we're gonna start falling down, or that's it for the stock market. You know, get ready for dumping. It's just been one day too, and it wasn't. Think about it. If the market would have fell, the market would have fell when the Fed talked. Like it didn't really do nothing to the stock market. If they heard that, hey, we're planning on cutting interest rate because inflation is looking good, then the market should have done the move right then and there. Why are you gonna watch all that, the market not react to it, and then in the middle of the night oh, the market fell because traders feel scared because Powell said that the interest rates, and that means that small caps and blah 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 blah. So if it was bad news, just like every time Powell talks, the market should have reacted right then and there. That's why I believe it is. There's some sort of just liquidation, small liquidation, and investors are really gonna be looking forward tomorrow for the data and Netflix. Another thing I didn't like is how NASDAQ shot through this box right here, which we wanted to create support and get stuck right here. In this area, you want to get stuck here, go down here, touch it, and then bullshit here. That way in the night, just like SPX, go back inside the box and so and so whatnot. So that's what this would also tell me like more of a dumpy-ish or whatnot, because we got Thursday, and then we also because we don't have data on Friday. So if we have bad news tomorrow, if we start dumping, or if we keep on dumping throughout the night, then that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. See, tomorrow we're gonna either go up, push it, and then come down here. Come down here, push it, and then finally till it touches it, and then it'll really break it or make it type of thing. We're either gonna break it, close Friday low, or we're gonna respect it and then fucking go back up again. So pay attention. NASDAQ wants to get back inside the box. SPX is inside the box, but let's say there's a box, it's somewhere up here. The moment we start then seeing it come down, or somewhere here, the moment we then start come seeing it down here, then we're gonna see the NASDAQ just be wicking. It's a 4-hour candle. You're gonna see a whole bunch of these, and then they're gonna start going back down. If FPX doesn't move going on down, and then your carrier for sale is gonna be in this area right here. So yeah. Anyways, with Bitcoin, I told you guys that I think I said Bitcoin was gonna end up pumping up either by 5 or by 1 or 5 in the morning inside the box. It did get inside the box, but notice how at 10? Yeah, 10. At 10, it started dropping, which I didn't like that because again, we closed the next forward candle at 1. So the fact that it was dumping, I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna do a retest, especially with the market retesting. Bitcoin, Ethereum tends to follow the market, not all the time, but especially where we're on a dump, Bitcoin somehow, for some reason, continues. Now, the good thing that I like about this shit is that it didn't bounce, it didn't go down crazy. This is, if we would have had something like this, where that something stupid like that, that's different. But even after we had that, look what happened afterwards. So just because you see the moves going on down doesn't mean, oh, hey, Bitcoin's gonna go down or whatever, whatnot. So this is still bullish for me just because of how it's holding. See, this area right here is important. This area right here is important. But yeah, I'm gonna go check Bitcoin later on. It already closed the date right now at 5 p.m. So now we gotta see how it looks at what's the next? At 9 o'clock, I believe. So see, this area right here is also very important to pass because weeklies and monthlies. So the fact that we're rejecting right here, it's not good. Let me use the Fibonacci. Since right here the market was already telling you it's on the 50, then the time that it was 8 o'clock, higher broke. So anyways, 50 right here. Alright, we're far away from that. 50. By the way, there's a new page. That's why you don't see really a bunch of boxes online. I'm just making a new one again, so you guys don't get really confused with all this. Alright, so that's what you're gonna need to pay attention to. Alright, sorry for making this fucking video long, you guys, but gotta give details, Alright, so enough of that. Bitcoin, Ethereum, I already told you guys. Alright. Oh, fucking update later on, you guys. This is Brian Seacrest signing out.